Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Piper Downs coming at you guys. Coming at you guys from the truck. And I'm fixing to show y'all why. Coming at you from the truck. As soon as I get this Bayou Morning back lit up in my Parker. But anyway, here is why I'm in the truck. Motherfucker's running. That's why I'm in the truck. It's running. Listen to that. Listen to the old girl. Oh yeah. She's purring like a kitten. Yes. So psyched about that, guys. Bitch is running good. Running like how when I first bought her. Took me about 5 hours work today, plus another 3, 4, 5 hours of work the past few days. Finally, the last part I needed came today. It was the fuel module inside the tank that has the fuel level sending unit on it, which goes to the gas gauge and or to the fuel gauge, excuse me, because I don't have a gas gauge. I have a diesel gauge. But yeah, that came today, and that was the last part I needed. So, and yesterday I dropped the fuel tank and I just left it on the ground under the truck. So today all I had to do was jack the truck up a little bit, slide the fuel tank out from under it, drag it up into the garage, get the screw top off of the fuel module, pull the fuel module out, put the new one in, which I had to reuse some parts off the original fuel module, so it took forever because everything was rusted to get everything off that I needed. That took about an hour, and then finally I got that taken care of, got the fuel module put into the tank, dragged the tank back over to the truck, put it under the truck, and then used a couple of motorcycle straps to slowly lift the tank into position. And then I bolted that back down with the tank straps. But before I did that, actually, I went in and put all the fuel lines along the frame. I mounted all the fuel lines, all the new rubber hose, ran the fuel lines, got them all zip tied up to where I wanted. And then I put the tank in. And when I put the tank in, I hooked the fuel lines up to all the fittings on the fuel module, plugged in the fuel module electrical connector, put in the vent hose for the overflow, or the rollover valve, and then hooked up the fill tubes, when you pump gas to the tank. And then once I did that, all I had to do was hook once I hooked that end of the hoses up to the tank, all I had to do was hook the other end of the hoses to the engine, which one goes to the pump and the other one goes to an overflow valve where any excess fuel goes back into the fuel tank. And that only took about 5 minutes. The bitch was getting the fuel tank in line, getting the fuel tank. First off, getting the module out of the fuel tank was a bitch, but then when I had to put the fuel tank back, getting it lined up was kind of a bitch. I'm working on my back, so it was a pain in the ass, but the truck is running smooth. And another thing, can you see the fuel gauge? It works. Golly, man. Damn truck fuel gauge ain't been working the last 6 months, or the entire time I've had this truck, actually. And it has sucked. I hate that, not having a fuel gauge. So anyway, I was able to get it done by myself with only my tools. I didn't borrow any tools, just the tools that I own personally. which I have a decent toolbox I inherited from my grandfather. But it's kind of mix and match. There's stuff missing. But I got it done. I got a ton of work lined up. I got several estimates to do tomorrow. Literally just sitting in my truck, just letting it run. Just enjoying it. Just enjoying this baby. Now I got to get the transmission fixed. Which ain't going to be cheap. Be like 3, 4, 5 grand, something like that. Maybe 2 if I'm lucky. But yeah, finally. I sure am happy about that, guys. You have no idea. I've been afoot for a week. But anyway, I just wanted to pop on and show my jubilation. Hope y'all are having a good week. Enjoying your day. But until next time, guys, Piper Downs over and out.